Hi, welcome back. The counting has begun, so we're going to track all the election coverage right here on CNBC TV 18. The big event to watch today, of course, as I said, will be the counting of votes for the 5 states, Rajasthan, Madhya Pradesh, Chhattisgarh, the 3 big states, and then there's Telangana and Mizoram as well. The exit polls had predicted a tight race in Chhattisgarh and Madhya Pradesh, while the Congress had the edge in Rajasthan. Shireen is here with what we can expect. Shireen.
Well, it is going to be a challenging day of trade, isn't it? RBI Governor Urjit Patel's resignation is not the only factor that the markets will have to contend with. They will have to deal with the election verdict. Remember, the exit polls did seem to suggest that the BJP was on the back foot and that the Congress was perhaps ahead, just perhaps by a whisker in the crucial states of Madhya Pradesh and Chhattisgarh. The question now is, if indeed the exit polls are proven right, what kind of price erosion will that lead to? Most market experts that we've spoken to do seem to suggest that while the markets have priced in a win for the Congress party in Rajasthan, they haven't quite factored in a 3-0 setback for the BJP, if at all that is in fact the case. The government, as well as the BJP, very, very confident, still maintain that not just Madhya Pradesh and Chhattisgarh, they hope to return to power even in the state of Rajasthan. The Congress, equally certain, they do believe that they're home as far as Rajasthan is concerned, and also confident that they will bag at least one more state. Could it be the crucial state of Madhya Pradesh, where the exit polls seem to suggest it could go down to the wire, or could Chhattisgarh throw up the surprise? As far as Telangana is concerned, it looks like the TRS is ahead, even though that the TDP and the Congress combined may put up some kind of a fight. But so far, the exit polls clearly favor the TRS retaining power in the crucial state of Telangana and Mizoram, which is the last bastion of the Congress party in the northeast. Exit polls seem to suggest that the Congress may be in trouble. So we will know whether that is in fact the case or not. So most parties at this point in time not reacting too much, going in with a sense of confidence, but that's what they're expected to do. So stay tuned to CNBC TV 18. We will decode the election verdict right here.
Yes, of course, Shireen, and we will keep coming back to you.
Just one point before we move on. I'm seeing some websites. The first trends are indicating that the Congress is ahead in Rajasthan, not by much, but a bit, and Madhya Pradesh and Chhattisgarh is dead heat.
Ours is saying Chhattisgarh is 1 ahead for Congress, 1 lead. Oh, yes. It went back to, oh no, that's Telangana. Chhattisgarh was 1 for Congress, is what CNIBN was flashing, but it was 0 in Rajasthan. 0-0, I mean, no leads at all. Only Chhattisgarh is showing 1 lead for Congress and no numbers at all for the others. But, I mean, this is really what, 10 minutes, 14 minutes into accounting. Well, clearly the other big issue that the market will be tracking through the morning and, of course, in the days to come, for many days to come, is the Reserve Bank Governor's resignation, his replacement, and the decisions taken by the next RBI regime. Well, just let's rewind and look at the reasons and the immediate reactions. There was a rift between the government and the Reserve Bank on several issues, and Urjit Patel resigned with actually immediate effect, citing only personal reasons. It comes, of course, ahead of a crucial board meeting on December 14 that was meant to discuss progress on issues raised by the board's government nominees last month. Let me just recall the statement made by Dr. Patel. Governor Patel cited personal reasons for his resignation. He went on to say that it has been his privilege and honor to serve in the Reserve Bank of India in various capacities over the last 6 years. Patel's resignation makes him the first governor since 1989 to leave in just 2 years. His 3-year term was to end in September 2019.
Well, Prime Minister Modi called Urjit Patel a thorough professional with impeccable integrity who leaves behind a great legacy. Finance Minister Arun Jaitley said it was a pleasure to deal with Urjit Patel and benefit from his scholarship, end of quote. We reached out to the former RBI governors C. Rangarajan and Raghuram Rajan, as well as the former Prime Minister Manmohan Singh and the Finance Minister P. Chidambaram. Listen in to what they had to say on the governor's resignation.
Well, I don't know why he has done it, but as a long-term friend and admirer of Urjit, I feel very sad at this development.
I'm not surprised at all. According to me, he should have resigned on November 19, which I said was a day of reckoning. I think the partially humiliated him on that day. He may have thought that the government will retrace its steps. I knew it would not. And why go to another humiliating meeting next week? So I think his resignation is good for him. According to me, no self-respecting scholar or academic can work in this government. It leaves it in tatters. When government forced the RBI to concur in demonetization, the reputation of RBI was substantially ruined.
I do think this is a serious issue. It needs to be dealt with carefully. The government has to ask what led to this resignation. Resignations are not frequent at the RBI. This is probably only the second resignation in its history, maybe the first explicit resignation. And therefore, we have to look at the circumstances that led to it. It's a statement of dissent, and therefore the government has to be very careful in dealing with it such that the autonomy of the institution as well as its credibility is preserved.
I'm indeed very surprised to hear this. I thought that the last board meeting resolved most of the issues. Therefore, I do not know what fresh issues have risen after that. But I'm certainly surprised. And I think the resignation by the governor has its implications. I do hope the government comes out with some clarificatory statement so that we understand why and what happened.
Okay, well, on that note, let's take a short break. On the other side of the break, we'll get our technical experts to tell us how to wade through what looks like is going to be quite a tough day of trade. Stay with us.